What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's the first stream of 2026. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a nice time. I hope that you guys had some nice time partying, I suppose. Um, I didn't really. It was a quiet one. I don't really care that much for New Year's Eve, if I'm honest. It's chill. I'm not really that sort of excited about starting the new year. More of a Christmas kind of guy myself. More meaningful, really family and all of that. Um, yeah, Akil's already here. Lovely to see you, dude. How's it going? How's it going? What's any big plans? Any New Year resolution for you? I hope you're good, dude. There's plenty of things I want to get through today. I saw a couple of nice videos that Big Sun suggested on the Discord server. So gonna have a look at Yannick Guizdala's live practice stream that he did, I think, during the lockdowns. And I think there's some pretty interesting stuff that we can derive from what he's doing. But as per usual, I'm gonna start with a little timed practice. And for that, I need my trusty app. And I'm going to switch to the action cam. You guys can now see the all its glory. This thing weighs an absolute ton. It's a really, really fantastic keyboard, though. Should I add a little face on that? It's fine. Just going to go through the regular routine and sort of fine-tune all the little elements that I wasn't super happy with last time. Just have a quick little tune up. Yeah, that's fine. For all intents and purposes, that's all good. Okay, cool. Usual start of the practice, although I kind of fancy doing it to a drum beat, but still with the timer. So I might just go through, I might just do the timer going drum loop, funky. It should be coming through, although it looks quite relatively quiet. Okay, what does that sound like? There. Oh, I forgot to add live streaming chat. There we go. Happy New Year, Akil. Good to see you, dude. It's probably going to be a quiet one today, I reckon. What do you think? What's the sound like, dude? I realized on the last stream that the what you call it, the bass was kind of off, like really off, because of the come on, what's it called? Not sample, the sort of little delay that the bass has compared to what I'm playing, and it sounded really terrible. So my apologies for that. In any case, today, it'll be a regular one. And back to the app. Ooh, that's really cool, but actually quite difficult. Slow down a little bit. Dude, yeah, Stella is a hell of a transcription. It's a really big chunk, but totally worth it, man. I think. Well, I'll see when I get to the end. Oh, that's hard. Oh, I like that. Okay, gonna slow it down a touch. Can't really do it. Nope. One. I didn't put the timer on, but good. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of the old metronome stuff. Jesus, that's That's not how it's supposed to be. Gotcha. Terrible, not terrible. Pretty happy with that. Cool. On. There we go. All right. I stumbled. Big Sun shared a super cool video of Yannick Gouzdala basically jamming to his sort of loop pedal kind of stuff. It was really, really cool video. Yannick is a world-class player. But I started looking at some of his other live streams because the guy did maybe 10, 15 live streams, maybe something like that during the lockdowns. And I think he stopped. He must have, probably started getting really busy again. But in the meantime, there was some really, really interesting things. What's up, John Lee? Good to see you, dude. How you doing? There was some really, really cool. What would you call it? Basically, what's on top of my screen? Something's just appeared in my web. Oh, should be this one. My bad. My bad. Yannick Gouzdala, right? So this is a 2.5 hour long practice session, and it's pretty interesting stuff in there. He starts his practice with something I've never seen anyone do before. So he does a little jam, and then he goes into this. I think he's just waiting for people to sort of join in, whatever, gets himself a little warmed up. There we go. So stretches his fingers. Now look at this. Look at this. Has anybody ever done this? What an interesting way to warm up. Never done this before. And he sort of swaps between fingers. Kind of interesting. Yeah, dude, good shout. If he's doing it, it must work. But sometimes we've got our old habits and we don't really question them anymore. And I'm gonna try and do that every time I'm playing, just to see if it sort of wakes up the fingers a little bit. An interesting little concept. Good old little stretch. And then he does some kind of I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I did derive a pretty interesting. He does some interesting arpeggios. Obviously, he's playing it on a 5-string, with a high C, I think it is. So he's got more high note reach, obviously, which makes it all the more interesting for us 4-string players. Jammy, jammy, jam, jam. More jammy jams. You guys are welcome to go and check it out. Obviously, this is not exactly what we go. Serious stuff now. What's up, Nate? Good to see you, dude. Happy New Year. So, it's melodic minor, melodic minor seventh arpeggio that he's playing there. Obviously, over his 5 strings, it's a little bit easier. Guy's a great player. Don't get me wrong. That's not my point. My point is it's harder to play on a 4 string, but super interesting. Screen, because this is the way I have to do it. So starting in E, playing this kind of arpeggio basically. Major 7, minor 3rd, 5th, slide of the pinky to get to that root. So it's taking a little bit of adjusting to. I can't say that I can do it correctly at all. How are you doing, Nate? How was your New Year's? Oh, New Year celebration, or yeah, what did you do? Did you have a good time? So 1, flat 3, 5, major 7, slide to the root, flat 3, 5, major 7th, root, major 7th, 5, flat 3, root, slide down to the major 7th, major 3rd down to the 5th. It's a really awkward arpeggio actually, which means I have to practice it. There's absolutely no two ways about it. If it's if it's difficult and annoying, I want to do. Fingering is just awkward. And made me think of an exercise that I give to some of my piano students. This Logic is not playing right now. Logic restart capture. Don't know why it stops every single time. Right. The exercise I give to some of my students in order to sort of help them visualize the differences between chords is to, let me see if I can put the screen onto the camera, onto the keyboard. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see, but the idea is that you're playing a major 7th chord, in this case C major 7, and then play a dominant C, E, G, B flat, then a minor 7th C, E flat, G, B flat, then half diminished C, E flat, G flat, B flat, and then the thumb goes down to B, and now we've got a B major 7th, and we just repeat the same principle. Etc. And then we go through essentially all 12 keys without really following the circle of fifths. So it's an interesting, different way to navigate My bad. My bad. It's a different way to navigate the fretboard, and I was like, ooh, why don't I try to do that with this um, Yannick exercise? It seems like a pretty interesting thing to do. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm streaming standing up today, because my new desk can do that sort of stuff. So it's really cool. I get to do a little roaming and stretch the old back, which has been giving me so much trouble lately. You guys never have back problems. If you do have back problems, do let me know. I'll record a little video of what solved it for me. I lived with it for about 5 years, tried loads and loads of different things. Nothing would work, and then eventually I started. I went to see osteopath, and he gave me some interesting exercises, and they work. They did work for me at least. In case of this exercise, interesting to do the same thing. So this arpeggio, turning it into a major seventh. So one, major third, fifth, major seventh, slide up. And then every time I do it a couple of times, and then I'll take one of these chord tones, starting with the seventh, and take it down a semitone. So we start with the major seventh arpeggio, and then a dominant arpeggio. And then a minor seventh arpeggio. And then a diminished arpeggio, half diminished. Sorry, flat 5, flat 7. And then we take the starting note down a semitone, and now we turn it back into a major seventh arpeggio. But now we're down a semitone, which is kind of cool as well because it covers a lot of ground in terms of visualizing the notes over more than one octave on the fretboard, which I already find super interesting. But also the difficulty increases as you go down because the frets become larger and larger, which means you've got to slowly build your ability to play when your hand is fully stretched. So by the time you get to F, I mean, it's pretty tricky, that little transition. So I recommend you guys give it a try. Yeah, it's not sort of stream ready just yet. I've got to be a little bit. I've got to practice it a little bit more. Although it is feels stream, I suppose. So I'm going to see if I can sort of run a couple of them in a row, like let's say 3 different keys. So starting in C, and then I'll try to make my way down to B flat. Okay. I'm not going to put a click on because I still have to sort of pat my way around a little bit. So major seventh, starting in C. Dominant. Minor seventh. diminished. Ah. Major seventh. Dominant. Minor seventh. Half diminished. Dominant. Minor seventh. Half diminished. And a major seventh. Johnny says, how do you apply these exercises? That's always been my issue. 100%, mate. 100%. That's the difficulty, for sure, dude. We could take one step further and bring some musical context to this, right? So let's figure this out together. I'm gonna bring in a little amazing slow downer into this screen. Should be. It's not appearing. Of course it isn't. It never does. Still not. Where is it? Disappeared. Slow downer. Oh, it's because I need this play, not the. Where is it? In the actions screen, where is it playing? Okay. Ah, here we go. That's play. Restart capture. Brilliant. Now it's gone. Different screen. Different screen. Yay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Amazing slowdown. You can go away. I love how I can control that with the iPad now. It's so cool. So I'm gonna put in a little blues for us. And a madness. Right. Blues in B flat, right? I'm gonna play it really, really slow, and I'm gonna use this arpeggio and see how musical it is potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, do let me know how the volume sort of measure up to the bass. B flat. See what I mean? It could just be a fraction. In my case, I've just turned it into a fraction of a line over that B flat chord. For you again. 1, 2, 1, 2, B flat 7.
4.
This is just a fraction of that, dude. You see what I mean? You've got to become familiar with the language of improv when it comes to turning these exercises into music. Transcribing would be the first step. Hello, Jeffrey. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. The first step I would say would be to transcribe a bunch of solos, like I love to do, and take some of the lines that you like you think, oh, this line is really awesome, and take it through different contexts. For instance, the other day, another example, I heard this really great line. And it's perfect because it fits perfectly over a 2-5-1. I think people are very afraid sometimes of transcriptions. They think that, oh, if a line is not my creation, then I don't have any right to use it in improvisation or anything like that. Whereas I think it's the opposite. Just steal everything. Because we can't help, as humans, we can't help but transcribing something, it becomes our own. We're never really able to fully play it exactly the same way the other person is. So by just playing it ourselves, we've already made it a different thing to a certain extent. And then it becomes part of our vocabulary. It all goes back to transcribing, dude. I know it's not the happiest thing to hear, for sure, but it is true, 100%. In the context of this little blues there, we're in B flat, means I could play this line starting on F if we're in B flat.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
E flat. It doesn't sound that good. I got carried away a little bit there. What I meant to say is that you've got to, by doing all of these exercises, you need to know the functions of the notes. Each note has a different function. If you can visualize what, oh, I sort of messed up the chat organization there. My bad. I'm gonna move this out the way. Where are we? Where is it? There it is. Okay, gonna put that in the corner. Bosh. It's all a process of mapping the fretboard for yourself, all of these exercises. And this is why I really like this one, because it stretches over 2 octaves and it's just the sort of main milestones of a chord. When we're talking about chord tones, root, third, and seventh, fifth, kind of optionally the fifth, especially when it's a diminished or half diminished or augmented chord. The rest of the time, who cares about the five? Really, doesn't matter. Just put an 11th in there, sharp 11 on the major chord, and just a regular 11 over a minor seventh chord. Really beautiful stuff. But what this exercise does, and why I like it, is it's a missing link for me between a bunch of different things, between just regular scales. Yeah, if I can play it correctly. And it just combines cool elements of technique, position shifting, and all of these arpeggios that are so useful when it comes to mapping all of the notes. Because if you know your root, your third, your seventh, all over the fretboard, and you can sort of easily navigate between one and the other, then all there is to do is add some rhythm and experiment. Experimentation, dude. That's the main thing. You got to experiment, and if you think something sounds nice, well, then that's your thing, dude. That means you've just struck a chord within yourself. All there is to do with that is then play it over and over again until it becomes really you. And I don't know, maybe I'm just waffling on. Don't really know what I'm talking about. Maybe I do. Guys, if you get anything at all from this stream, like and subscribe. Hopefully I'm earning your company. That makes sense, man. Yeah, you can't see the end of the process until you get a little further along, dude. Nobody knows what the end of music looks like because it's unattainable, but everybody can look back and think, oh, I didn't used to be able to do this. Now, look how far I've come. But you just don't know how long the road ahead is. And that's always that's where people give up, usually, is they don't know how long the road is. They don't have a roadmap, or they've got 1,000 different maps. And they're like, how am I supposed to get there when everybody's giving me different directions? It's because they're all pointing at the same huge thing, essentially. It's just we're in a sphere. The end of music is to get to as close as possible to the limits of the sphere, but knowing that the further along you go, the wider the sphere becomes. You just become further and further away. You just get further away from the center. And people who are still in the center, i.e. the beginners, they're like, oh my God, this guy's so far away. And you're like, yeah, but like, don't you see how small my progress is compared to like music, you know? I love talking about intangible concepts like that. Just be like, woo. Talking about music is a little bit like dancing about architecture. I can't remember who said that, but that was a pretty good quote. Oh, I came up with a line, guys. I came up with a lick that I thought was really cool. Um, More of a technical exercise again. I've got a PDF of it, but it doesn't have the right fingering on just yet. So I will put it in the Discord channel. Link in the description below, guys. Join the Discord server. The more the merrier. The more we share. It's starting to, the community is really starting to bubble. So I hope that everybody can join us. But I've got this. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Amazing soda. Okay, so that's gone away. This is one of those. We watched a Scott's bass lesson video a few days ago, and I wasn't really convinced with the exercise that he come up with when it comes to what they love to call economy plucking or raking, which is where you get two notes for the price of one by essentially. There you go. I'm just plucking once and I'm getting two notes. And this is the kind of stuff that Adrian loves to use. The kind of stuff that he'll use on descending lines and ascending lines with a little bit of cleverness. You can also use that on ascending lines by using things like, you know, the overlap that the strings have. That is essentially your gateway to playing ascending lines and rake. In any case, I did find an exercise that I think I'm gonna practice very often. Let me see if I can remember it. I'm not even sure I've got it right now. I had it written down in user score. I call it cyclical etude. I'm gonna play it real slow, see if I've got it right. Okay, that's the one. Ah. Anyway, I'll drop a PDF in the Discord server once I've got the fingering right. But this is another one of those cyclical exercises that I really, really, really like, because you can basically loop this thing for hours. I've got they're essentially just little workouts, but they do work um, in a musical context as well. If you put them in sort of sparingly, not like Richard Bonner, this kind of stuff he just puts everywhere all the time. Mike is indeed MIA, Jeffrey. I reckon I hope he's with family. He's not with family. I don't mean that he's pregnant. That would make absolutely no sense. I mean that he's spending some time with family. Maybe helping his brother-in-law at the lake house again. Who knows? I hope so. Um, so bear with me, guys. I will drop this little etude in the Discord server as soon as I've got the fingering written down correctly. I'm still MIA is missing in action. It's like snafu, fafo. They're just cool Americanisms. MIA. Um, So that's a couple of interesting things that I'm going to start integrating into my practice routine. Going a little bit back to this Yannick thing, I'm just going to drop in sort of randomly and see what he's up to at 38 minutes. I think is he creating? He might just be building another little interesting arpeggio right there. Oh, and he plays it over 4 strings, which means that could be super useful to us. So start with a diminished kind. Can you guys hear it? I can't. Oh man, this is really difficult for me, that. But I'm not, I don't have the first part. Can do a little cheating. Okay, refresh. Sound as well is terrible. Come on, yeah. Trying to find one that's actually audible. Oh, that might be it. Okay, so what's going on there? starting with a diminished kind of arpeggio. I have no idea what this is, but this is kind of cool. I'm going to have to take a closer look at that and sort of figure out what exactly is going on in terms of theory. So imagine we're imagining we're in D minor. I have no idea what's going on. Gonna have to take a proper look at that. Interesting though. The saddest. It's the saddest of all keys. I actually started learning Lick My Love Pump. No, I didn't. That'd be cool though. The saddest of all keys. I find it's the saddest of all keys. The best. Nate, did you have a look at the little clip that I posted of that bloody tune? That amazing bass line. I was wondering if it was short worthy, as in if I should turn it into a short, or if it wasn't polished enough. Not too sure yet, dude. I'm not really sure. I feel like I should give it another try. Yeah, see what I mean. The moment the camera's on, I can't flip it, do it. Sounds really tiny. Well, the bass. No, it's still not clean, dude. Feels like I'm doing a better job when it's when I'm sitting down. Only positive critique was a couple of notes I couldn't hear at the start, dude. There was plenty of notes that I kind of sort of ghosted. Didn't really want to. It's just they don't seem to come out properly. Because the thing is, like with this line, you really have to get into a flow. Because if you start thinking about it, it just derails everything, and you start like, oh, you have to get into that sort of movement, and it becomes like so meditative, dude. It's a very, very strange feeling. something like that, dude. It's such a good line. Such a good line. Yeah, dude, you're nitpicky. Imagine if, like, when it's your stuff, you know how perfectionist we can be. Like, I listened to it once and I was like, this is absolutely not ready at all, dude. Not ready. Gotta practice more of it. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. What a line, dude. What a line. These guys, honestly, I still have no idea how this guy came up with this line. It's so impressive. And so, I don't know, it just puts you in kind of like this meditative flow. Your wrist kind of, just such a cyclical movement. You just forget about it. And then you're like, oh, shoot, I'm recording. And then you make a mistake and then it's gone. Poof. The fugazi. Crazy stuff, dude. Love that exercise, though. Hey, Jen is in the house. What's up, Jen? Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in, joining up, joining all of these Anglicisms. Me and my already approximate grasp of French. Jesus, I can get it. I can get it eventually. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope 2026 is at least as good as 2025. No, better than 2025 is the worst. I wish you, everyone. It's going to be a better year, and hopefully, we start with better news than that horrible. Sorry, guys. It's just there's that news of the fire at this bar in Switzerland. I'm just absolutely shocked. Just really floored. I couldn't stop thinking about all the kids, the families, all of that. It's absolutely horrendous. So yeah, if you believe in that, prayers to the grieving families and to all the people that are in recovery at the moment, because it's just truly horrendous. I mean, geez, dude, like what more tragedy could you start the year with? It's truly basically sparklers in a sort of a tiny underground bar, and they had like soundproofing foam on the ceiling. They didn't realize that the foam was catching fire, and like within a minute, the whole place was ablaze, and there was only one exit, and it was a tiny staircase. So obviously, massive bottleneck, panic, and 40 people died, but like mainly within the age of like 15 to like 25 or something like that. Just kids, man. On New Year's, they were celebrating New Year's basically, and I saw that. I could not believe it, man. I just like 40 people, like 40 kids, just really horrific stuff, dude. It's been on my mind ever since it happened. I'm just really like, you know what I mean? It's like you witness certain. I don't mean to diminish like other aspects of violence around the world. You know, the kind of stuff that we could like people talk about all the time. It's just when it happens in such a quiet sort of like peaceful country, especially in such an environment with just kids celebrating New Year's. It's like the contrast of turning it like into party mode, like total elation, sparklers, champagne, woo woo, woo. And then the next minute, yeah, it's just yeah. Sorry about that, guys. It's just it really is weighing really heavily on my mind, and I just can't stop thinking of the families, man. Like teenagers, dude. Just yeah, it kind of just takes the air out of you a little bit. So prayers to all of these people, man. It's just really an atrocious start of the year. Anyway, let's do some transcribing. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you just got to take a minute and just okay. Yeah, life has to go on, you know. As silly as it may be, I still have to eat. I still have to do the washing up, wake up tomorrow, and keep on working at what I'm doing. You know, otherwise the world's. If we stop every time there's a tragedy, then the world's never going to become a gradually, incrementally a better place. We all have to do tiny, tiny parts. And this is mine. Anyway, Jen, how's the MXR pedal? Have you had some time to sort of get your hands in the mud with that? Like, what's going on? Is there obviously there's a video review coming up? I'm sure. I'm just super curious that like what stage what process? How far are you into the process at the moment? You're about to drop the vlog on the MXR. Oh, dude, sick. That is awesome. Perhaps during this jam, sick. Oh, that is really awesome. You've conquered the pedal. The MXR synth pedal has been conquered. You've made it your badge. But it's hard. You have to know some synth basics. Oh, dude. It's all wrapped up now, but at some point I'm going to bring out the Novation. I want to do a little bit of jamming with that as well, especially since I'm starting to get my piano chops up a little bit. Like, can't wait to get my hands back on that. But yeah, all of the oscillators, the subs, the mod wheel, the envelope filters, it's a really, really tall order to wrap your head around. Just rinse me in the comments, guys. Help me improve my English. Hockey and Innovation, yeah, for sure. That is going to come out at some point. I jam on the vlog to the Moog Sub 20. Ooh, nice. I've never had the opportunity to compare these guys, but gotta be done. Stella, what am I supposed to do today again? Time to practice. Yeah, that's long gone. A look at Yannick's practice routine. Yes, we've done that. 7th arpeggio workout. Yes. Transcription of the day. Here it is, guys. Get your nerds hats on. It's time for some absolute nerding out on this chorus that I still can't wrap my head around. Oh, it's not Moog, my bad, it's Moog. Yes, I don't know if you were correcting my pronunciation. Probably not, but I think the, what do you call them? The synth elites. What would you call them? Whatever, the dukes of synthesizers. I can't come up with a word. But what's the word? People who will correct you like that. Like, oh, excuse me, it's Analog forever wins my heart, despite my thumbnail, which suggests the opposite. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get the views. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Saw Hands, the guy who plays. He's a classical guitarist. And all of his thumbnails are. He gives like the silliest nicknames to absolute guitar legends. I've got to show some of them. They're really, really funny. And they're clickbait essentially, but the funny thing is that the videos never they never turn out like that. It's hilarious. Watch this. He's got a video about Joe Pass, and it just says, "Is this a joke?" He's looking at Ichika Nito, one of these Japanese TikTok guys, and he's like, "His career is over. Fraud." It's just the funniest shit. Taylor Swift 20-year career and no progress, and all of that's just fake. He's just a super chilled guy. It's just the funniest thing. Fake, wrong, good. I love that stuff. Tommy Emmanuel, what a joke. Jacob Collier, he's getting worse. There's such massive clickbaits. Jeffrey says, Philippe, happy New Year to you and your brother. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Happy New Year to you too. Really appreciate that. Thank you, man. It's going to be a happy New Year. All right, guys, I'm just going to zone out and do 15-20 minutes of Stella by Starlight. You guys just talk within yourselves, yeah? Okay, let's see what I can figure out here. Where's my slow downer? Yes, I can do that with the iPad. Amazing. Okay. I think I've spent 2 streams on that phrase. I'm gonna have to turn that down a bit, and the bass seems to be. Need to crack again. Ooh, jeez. Dusty putts on the old Scarlett. Sorry, friends. Jen says my feed has turned all bass tube, and I'm not mad about it. Yeah, same here. Although it's all keyboards, piano players, piano lessons, full on jazz all the time at the moment. That's all I'm seeing every time I open YouTube is just, oh, here's how you can be jazz. Here's how to play bebop lines. Here's how to do bebop lines while sitting on your hands upside down. Just all of that all the time. A bit of context. Where were we? Don't even remember. Whoops. Okay, that's the one. That's the one. Ugh. I'm just gonna put it this here since we don't care for my double chin. Even better. Oh gosh, that line, dude. Where do I even start it? different positioning for this, man. Okay. Yeah. What? What's going on here? What is going on here? I'm so mad. I'm just hitting things. I'm not mad. I'm just clumsy. What's that note? Oh, okay, gotcha. No, still not. Such a weird line. Gosh, that sounds so weird. It works when he does it though. Something like that. Ooh, speaking of fancy instruments. Good. Mind. You guys won't believe it when you see it. No, not really. I don't remember where I've put it. Shame. Joe Harp. There we go. Phil plays bass. Phil plays the Joe Harp. That's all I can do. And I don't know where my little ocarina is. Hopefully I didn't bin it. Okay, a bit more of this transcription because I'm playing catch up with myself. So it's like I keep transcribing this line. That's the one. Number 2. Oh, it's that one again. Ah. Got it. Got it. Okay, both. Together now. 2, 3. Force 2. Oh, preset. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Again. Yay. Yay. Nothing new, though. These are 2 lines that I did transcribe a few days ago. So, what's coming up now is new. 3. Art. That's done. Oof. Better, better, better. That is such a cool line. Oh. Better, better. I think it's sort of dragged across rather than. Oh, dude. That is. I live for this kind of lines. Epic. We're gonna have to compress that line again. It's going over the range. Again, some altered colors in there as well. Be really cool. Okay, gonna slow it down a bit more. It's a shame that he's going over the like, literally missing 2-3 notes. Yeah. One more time. One more time. Yeah, I've got it. Very slow, but yeah, getting close to the end as well. I think only 30 more seconds. Jeez. Okay, little palette cleanser. What we're gonna do? Little drum G. Was that fast? Cool. Boogaloo. I like it actually. F sharp 7. Could record a little ooh. Can keep musical. Uh, 4 bars. What did I say? F sharp. Oh. What am I doing? That's not that at all, is it? What am I missing? A major. No. Sorry. I think I'm brain's a little fried. I'll do that. I'll learn how to do that at some point. Play chords on the spot. Technically, I can do that, but if I can't do it first time, I get embarrassed. Oh, didn't see the time. Gotta go and make some food. I did transcribe a little bit today, though. So, not a complete waste of your time. Mine, bah. Kidding. Right, I'm gonna have to go and attend to some responsibilities. Means it's going to be the end of this stream, guys. Thanks very much if you stuck around this long. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you're already subscribed. If you're not, I would really appreciate a little thumbs, a little like, just a little sub. And if not, dude, you guys can. I don't know why I'm pointing like kind of suggestive. It's a bit weird. Link in the description below. Check it out. Go and join us on the Discord server. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, and there'll be some additional cosmetic improvements to the stream tomorrow. I'll say no more, but there's going to be some new things appearing on the walls, this kind of stuff. Yeah, so that we start making this outfit a little bit more professional. Jen, I will be looking forward to the MXR review very, very much. Really, really appreciate everybody being here. And I will be streaming again tomorrow, for sure. Probably around the same time. And hopefully Michael can join us again. We missed Michael. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Akil. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Josh. Yes, John Lee. Thank you very much. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Toodles. Bye-bye.